Brendan needs a wingman. Dev is remembering way too much, and our girl Kaylee gets KO'd in this episode. Stick around because we got lots to talk about on the A-List After Show on AfterBuzz TV.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Woo! Finally,
Yay!
we're here. We're back. I'm not alone today. I'm so happy Archie's back with me. I am your host, Ollie Drennan, and as I've already introduced him, because I'm so excited not to be alone, Archie J.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
No, thank you for having me.
Yeah, well, you know, vice versa.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited because you're back. We're here to talk about episode 8, All That's Last of Us. We got a lot to talk about. We got to talk about Kaylee remembering stuff along with Dev, and we got to talk about Mia, Amber, you know, the whole entire crew. But first, you know, we got to catch up because you've been gone for 3 episodes.
We do.
So initial thoughts of what's been happening with our crew and this episode as well.
Well, I am very taken back. I feel like things kind of took a left. I did see some predictions that I had come into play, and you as well, which was really cool. But more so for this episode as a whole, I am just really excited that it seems like the Outcasters are linking up to become one and kind of take on this island as they don't really have a choice at this point. It's either like get trapped into whatever Amber has going on or die. So I feel like them coming together is probably in their best interest.
Right, exactly, since they're not getting invited to these parties.
Nope.
Amber thinks they're losers, which, you know, but more power to them because that's what's bringing them together and allowing them to, you know, potentially take her down. And I'm totally here for it. And also, if anyone's tuning in live, we do have a live chat. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I remember Amy. I see Valentina and Apple Bear. We love you. So give us all your thoughts and theories of this episode because we got a lot to talk about. But first, let's talk about Petal and Brendan, okay?
Yeah.
This was kind of nothing really happened, but I really want to talk about this because Brendan's kind of solo and Petal's solo because she tried to get with Alex in one of the last episodes. So what was your thoughts on kind of the relationship that didn't really go anywhere in regards to Alex and Petal? You know, we were chipping the name of Petalix. That's what we're calling it. Petalix.
Petalix?
Petalix.
Petalix. I don't know. I was very sad because I was on the same page as Petal. I was just like, oh, this has to be a thing. This is going to be a thing. And even up until this point, I'm still a little bit confused as to why Alex is so apprehensive because all the signs and the clues are giving me that she is into what's going on. So I don't know, maybe she's not comfortable with herself, but I feel like it was very, when she Petal was rejected, it was very abrupt. So it kind of has her and her feelings, probably questioning herself, which can always be an issue. I'm sure we've all been there. So yeah, I mean, it's sad, but now where she is with Brendan is also very interesting. But I like her self-awareness in herself. Like she already knows what she likes and what she wants. Yeah.
Poor Brendan just can't get any action, unfortunately. I don't see why, because he's so attractive. I think Brendan's more attractive than Zach. Sorry, but Kaylee seems to be more attracted to Zach, or they have actual history together. Yeah. But there was no affection,
no chemistry
with Petal and Brendan, unfortunately. No. And Brendan still needs that wingman, apparently. But
not wing woman
or wing woman, you know.
Yeah, she said no.
Yeah, but I'm hoping, like you said, because I was going to ask you, do you think Alex actually does have feelings for Petal? But you already answered that, so I kind of agree with you. I think there is some unfinished business between the two. So until then, we'll see where that goes. But before we get to our next topic, Archie J, you've got to inform the people of why we love them so much here at AfterBuzz TV.
Yeah, well, Before we move on to the next topic, like you said, Ollie, we just want to, thank you all for making us the ESPN of TV talk. For us to continue to grow and to do what we do, we need your help on a few things. Like, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube for sure and give us a rating on iTunes because the podcast will live on for forever. And then leave a comment and let us know you're here and present so we can shout you out, talk to you, and, all that fun jazz that social media is for. So just to say hey too. But being a part of the AfterBuzz family has meant so much to me as I moved to the Los Angeles area where we are based about a year ago, and it was just such an opening and warming community of like people like you to talk about shows. So yeah, I feel at home. So continue to make this a place and help it stay alive.
Exactly.
Yeah, so thank you for supporting what we do and what we are.
Oh, I couldn't have said it better myself, Archie. That was beautiful as a tear falls down my cheek. I love it. Thank you guys so much. And I see someone in the chat. Someone new. I don't recognize this name, Archie. Who is that?
Oh, for Junior?
Oh, shout out to you. Hashtag
Petalix.
Petalix. Heard it here first at AfterBuzz TV, y'all. Says, hi guys. What's up, dude? So let's get on to our next topic, which was our boy Harry. We haven't seen him in a while. He actually joins forces with me and Alex. I was kind of saying last after show that me and Alex kind of have this Velma Daphne vibe going on because they're playing investigator.
I think that was mentioned too.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was creative and came up with that myself.
I think she called her Velma.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Mia's definitely Daphne then.
There you go.
And Harry, I think he's like Shaggy or whatever. So we need a Fred, we need a Scooby, but we got our crew. It's cool seeing this group of misfits kind of band together and figure out this mystery. Mm-hmm. So what was your thoughts on Harry, joining forces and also informing them about the whole drone from last episode? You remember the drone? Yeah. And them finding themselves in that lab at the end of the episode.
I felt like they needed somebody like him on their team. He has a source of intellect that they don't have. He has that whole nerdy thing going on, bringing that to the table, which is really cool because we have the investigator. We have the... I don't even know what else to call her.
But Mia?
Yeah.
Cheerleader? I don't know. I automatically just think cheerleader. Popular mean girl a little bit, but she's not a mean girl.
No,
Amber's the mean girl.
Exactly. But I like that they have, like I said earlier, joined forces. Because when they were, when they found out what the place was, they had more knowledge since... I can remember they were messing with some tool, and then Mia immediately picked it up, and he pointed that out of why that's necessary, and kind of gauged how long that.
Yeah, it's like it's really nice for him to be implemented because he's just like a third party that is kind of clueless himself, but also has his own set of skills that I think is going to be very valuable to the team. Right. I'm calling it a team, the Avengers, but hopefully it doesn't turn out like Infinity War.
I went from Scooby-Doo to the Avengers.
So many references. I'm a nerd just like Harry. But yeah, I guess our next topic before we get to like the shocking revelation at the end is Dev and Amber, because they're growing closer. I remember Kaylee was so excited about going on this hike with them and spending time with Amber, but Amber kind of ghosted Kaylee. She's like, get lost.
Yeah. She really...
Well, it's not even ghosting. That's just straight up swerving. Like,
yeah, she's very direct, to say the least.
Kaylee just wants love from her friends. And, but that's actually, I'm happy Amber did that because how the episode turned out, Kaylee kind of came to her senses eventually. But what were your thoughts on Dev kind of starting to remember certain things about the past and his possible, relationship with Mia? Because Amber wasn't happy about that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a very weird thing because I was starting to think like maybe something internally was going on with Amber because the powers were wearing off and people were foreshadowing or, reflecting on the past. So it's very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not too much happened, but it makes me hopeful that Dev can kind of get out of Amber's grasps.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm also more excited that Kaylee got out Kaylee was being really weird in this episode. I don't know if you remember the scene where she was like watching Alex in the beginning. Basically, she was just like scowling Alex and being weird with her bob, that amazing bob. But anyways, Kaylee locks them in the lab at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Ham. I'm calling them Ham. It's Harry, Alex, and Mia.
We cannot make that happen.
Hashtag ham. But anyways, Kaylee leaves the lab and she ends up looking away, and then she hits herself on a branch.
Which was the best thing that happened to her.
Right.
Yeah.
And we saw or heard or felt the real Kaylee come through by the end of the episode because she remembered everything.
And speaking of references, the entire scene when she's like running through the woods with her backpack and her pink on and her bob, she looks like Dora the Explorer.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Now I can never look at that scene ever again. Just picturing Kaylee as Dora the Explorer.
Yeah.
What else happened? I was going to say something, but I completely forgot. Oh, I was just going to say that. It's so stupid. Like, I hate it when this happens. When someone gets locked in and they're like, let me out. I'm thinking they're not going to let you out. They locked you in for a reason. Like, they're just banging on the door. I'm sorry. I had to just vent that out real quick. But what were you feeling as a viewer, kind of seeing a character finally, the only character, fully remember the entire past?
It was good because I remember you had said that they had been there, and then she clarified all this for me as a viewer. But it was interesting because it's just like, okay, now she's gonna be the oddball out.
I know, right?
Everyone's trying to figure out the mystery and get off of this island, but she has even more knowledge, or it's come back to her that no, we have been here before, or we never left. So it's very interesting.
Well, we're gonna talk about some interesting predictions, but before that, we got to get to our special segment of the week, and that is called MVC, which stands for Most Valuable Camper in this week. So who do you think out of the entire cast in this episode was the most valuable camper? I mean, there was a lot of campers shown in this episode, but who do you think really stood out to you and really, was the MVC?
I got to give it up to my boy Harry. You know, he came in, he joined the group, he had information that no one else had, and I feel like we got a step closer to where we want to be.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that. But I have to say, despite everything, Kaylee's my MVC.
Really?
Yes.
Because she didn't start off so cool.
I know.
In this episode.
But she gave me so much hope and excitement just by the end. That just automatically, I would say maybe Harry for me at first, but how it ended, I have to give it to Kaylee because I'm so excited for what's going to happen in the next episode. So stick around for that later on today. So why don't we get to some predictions?
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
All right, Archie. Archie, what are you thinking? Where are we going to go from here? Kaylee remembers everything.
Yeah.
Is this going to go smoothly? Because I don't know if it is.
I don't feel like it's going to go smoothly. I feel like she's going to pounce on Amber and confront her of all the drama. And we're going to kind of gain clarity because Amber was not expecting her to, all of a sudden be awake in a way. But then also it leaves me very frantic because she has this power to erase people's memory. So yeah, just because right now, she can wipe that away. So
it just creates such an interesting dynamic because these characters, Mia and Alex, they're kind of in these authentic states, not remembering everything, but really it's not authentic because they forgot everything. Their minds are wiped. And then meanwhile, Kaylee is the most authentic character because she remembers everything, and she wasn't being authentic in the beginning or up until now because she's been completely controlled,
brainwashed.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't even know who to believe. Should we trust Kaylee? I think Kaylee might even go on her own adventure to kind of take down Amber. But until then, we got more after show of the A-list. So we got to wrap up so we can talk about the next set of episodes. So stick around. And until then, Archie J, where can we find you on social media?
Oh, everywhere. All social media platforms at Archie J Speaks.
Yes, and follow me at on Instagram and Twitter. I was on all social media platforms at Ollie Dreamer. And stick around, like I said, because the A-list after show continues on today.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.